What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode video of episode review of Love and Hip Hop. Girl, I'm on the high, okay? Girl, first of all, I really wasn't paying attention because, you know, my Ivy Park came, okay, and I told y'all about the fact that I had to go down in size because the size that I usually get wasn't there. And truth be told, I'm kind of glad because I got it. I only brought one pair, okay, and them bitches fit perfectly. Okay, like they slid on so perfect, like loose and everything, just like I was like, oh my god, oh my god. So I went back and brought two more. Okay, so that's what it is. In the other colors, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, okay? I don't give a fuck. So let's just get up into this review of this boring ass show, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We just trying to get through this so we can go ahead and get to Love and Hip Hop Miami, all right? Love and Hip Hop, if I wasn't such a lawyer bitch, I would have been said, by Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because I'm just a little frustrated with it. But okay, because I really wasn't even barely paying attention to it. But season 10 episode 8, excess baggage. Okay, so it start off with Safari down there up in Miami, and he talking to Trick Daddy of all people. Fuck boys will talk to other fuck men. No, fuck boys will talk to other fuck boys, okay? Because they never grow up into men. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy to me how they congregate with each other to get advice. You getting advice from somebody that can't even keep his own relationship together. I don't understand it. And I know that they cool or whatever, but he's still married to Joy, but they're not together, okay? So you're getting, and he's the one of the most misogynistic persons ever, okay? And you up here trying to get advice about how to keep your marriage together, and I understand you don't want to go through the whole physical aspect of it, getting upset, the arguments, the confrontations. Nobody does, but it happens sometimes, okay? You're talking about temptations and the ladies coming past, and you're very picky with what you this is why it's not hard for you to resist temptations, because you're very picky with what you get and everything. And I'm just like, boy, shut up, okay? Like, whatever. Meanwhile, here come Trick Daddy talking about something. I hold women to a higher standard because, I'm sitting here like, so it's okay for y'all to do the low down stuff, but you hold women to a higher standard to not do that. I'm sitting here like, see, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. We ain't supposed to judge y'all, but you gonna look at us funny if we do the same thing that y'all do because you hold us to a higher standard. Bitch, the maturity level is lacking in this situation, okay? Then, he was like, spend the whole week down here with me, and if, Erica don't say nothing, then she completely done, okay? Moving on from that, we get young Baby Tay. Girl, I forgot that she was on the show, okay? And what happened to Rennie Rucci, okay? Why did y'all bring these people on here and we on episode 8 and we only seen Rennie Rucci one time on the episode? What was with that? What was the purpose, okay? Girl, how many episodes is gonna be this season? I just don't understand, all right? So, we more than halfway through the season, I'm pretty sure by now, if you bringing Love and Hip Hop Miami on, so I'm just confused. I'm just confused. But she, working on her new single and going through what she going through, men trouble. And I'm just like annoyed at the fact that she's coming on here and she's talking about men and stuff or whatever, and trying to get into a relationship. Girl, what you should be focusing on at this particular moment, that ain't even important. You seeking out a spiritual advisor, a tarot card reader, or whatever, trying to read your card and read your future or whatever with all your men's and your relationships, because you got terrible background of men. The women got terrible backgrounds with men in your family. Understandable, but truth be told, I just feel like this is a reach for a storyline, because what you should be focusing more on is the fact that you got this new single out. That's what we need to see, okay? You are a new artist. You are trying to become very much mainstream. You are really trying to get out there, and you need to come on this show. Granted, it's called Love and Hip Hop. I want to see more of the hip hop. I don't want these fake relationships. If we gonna show some love or whatever, show some real love, okay? Not this fabricated stuff just to, get on the show. Bad young Baby Tay with this relationship, and I'm looking for a man and all this stuff, and had a girl. Moving on from that, okay, focus on your music. Meanwhile, we get Yandy and Mendici he got this little nice little setup, candlelights and stuff set up for her to apologize for the way that he responded to that question about, would he had hold her down had she went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Did the same thing for her, the same thing that she did for him. Okay, and he was just saying how, he just felt like a little bit neglected or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. She asked him the question. I said, a candlelight dinner and all this stuff, that's all that it took for you to forgive him? Baby, I told y'all I'm a grudge holder, and some things you can't really take back, because I feel like soon as you say it, that's exactly how you meant it, and that's what you meant, and you truly would do that. But he said, no, for real, I'll hold you down. It was just, for that situation, I just felt a little different, whatever he felt, okay? He felt it was more about the kids, he was missing the kids and stuff like that, or whatever his reasoning, but now he switched it up and said he would definitely hold her down. I don't believe it, but okay. Moving on from that, he also got Queen Naija to come sing. And, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't understand her height. I really don't. I really don't. And you want to know what turned me off from her for real though? Why I just don't feel like giving her a chance, even after listening to her sing? It's very much average. I'm not impressed, okay? And it takes a lot to impress me with singers these days, because damn near everybody sound the same, okay? And it was a couple of videos that came out. They was doing pranks on each other. Her and old boy was doing pranks on each other, and one was a prank where he said he was gay, and she had a very homophobic response to it. And then that video about her and the being light skinned and dark skinned, girl, it was very colorist, okay? So them two with me don't match, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can have her, I just ain't featuring her. And Yandy was impressed bad. Okay. So basically, after Queen Naija gets through singing, Mendices tells Yandy that he's off parole or whatever. I don't know if he's off parole. I can't remember all of that. But he got permission to go to Dubai so that they can go ahead and renew their marriage, have the, another wedding out there. And of course, she is cool with it. She's happy with it. She's like, who are we inviting? She wouldn't invite the family. She wouldn't invite the friends, of course. But, she was like, you inviting your mom? He was like, I don't know. And mostly it's because he don't want no drama to happen. And I understand that, okay? It is so messed up that you have to pick and choose between your mom and your wife, or your mom and your spouse, whichever, because you know that it's going to be some drama to happen, because they just can't be happy for each other. And it's more so Judy than it is Yandy, from what we seen, okay? After what happened on couples retreat, where Judy was coming at Mendices, basically trying to make it seem like, Yandy was the one that was telling him to say a lot of the stuff that he was saying. And then she took it back and said she was only saying that. She only said that to get under Yandy's skin, because she was being petty. I said, girl, you too goddamn old for this, okay? To be acting, like a little petty little lady or whatever. But so that brings up, so he don't know about that. And then she also wondering about Infinity, because ever since she went back to New York, they haven't spoken. And it's like, we're going to be taking pictures. And, if she blew up the last time because they went to, Mendici came home and took the pictures at Christmas, and, she felt the type of way about that. It's like, how's she going to feel now? Okay, if she's not included. And, Mendici is like baby steps. And I under freaking stand, okay? But truth be told, y'all shouldn't let that girl go. I just honestly, I hope she's in the care of people that actually care about her. If you wasn't, anyway, I'm not even finna get deep into that, because they got into their feelings. Like, did I tell y'all about that? Mendici got into his feelings or whatever, about people coming at them from the last episode that they was on with the apartment. Girl, you should have known that you was gonna get some negativity and stuff with this, okay? This is what happens when you put your business out there on the public platform, okay? And especially something that is kind of controversial like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sent that girl away when y'all should have just, you talk about some getting her apartment. She ain't old enough for no apartment. I don't give a freak if she 19 years old. She wasn't ready for that, okay? So now she back up in New York, and at this point, it's like, why did you have her? Why did you take her in? To just ship her off a couple of years later. I don't know. I understand that, you gotta abide by the rules and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure it was something else that they could have did. Anyway, moving on from that. Jock. Who would have thought that I actually would like Jock's storyline and, see him in such a serious space? And I do believe that this is real, okay? I feel like the real emotions, because y'all know how goofy Jock can be, you know what I'm saying? So seeing him in this real trying to actually be a parent mode, I'm actually liking it, okay? And truth be told, when I looked at the preview, the little super trailer for the Love and Hip Hop for this season, I was more interested in to see what was going on with him and Imani, especially after, it's carrying on from what happened at the family reunion retreat that they had. And he went to go talk to Amani's mama, and he's his older son, okay, his oldest son. And he was like, him and Fatima, they got along for a second, and then once Amani came into the picture, they just couldn't get along with each other. They broke up, and he was like, within a year, he had 4 other siblings. I said, damn. He was on his Nick Cannon before Nick Cannon was on his Nick Cannon, okay? And he was like, he realized that he caused pain, and, some of his actions caused pains and caused them to butt head or whatever. And he wasn't as present as he could have. And that's what Fatima was trying to tell him. Okay, it's not that you was a bad father, it's the fact that you just wasn't there when you needed to be there a little bit more, because they both was out here trying to do the music thing and trying to get their dreams, and he trying to let Imani know that this is not, you need to get better people around yourself, okay? And even the mom, when she broke down saying that she just noticed a change in her son, like ever since he started working at the club and started hanging around certain people. And that's what it is. You have to be aware of your children. Even if they not talking to you or whatever, you still have to be hyper focused on them a little bit. That's how I feel, so that you can pick up on changes even when they don't say that something is going on. And you have to just notice, well, my child used to do this, and now all of a sudden they're doing this. Something is going on. And that is what they notice, like the company that he's keeping, and just she's just not here for it. She's worried about it because he is, once again, this young black man in America, okay? And it's unfortunate that you got to think of things that way. And thinking about how Jock could have did a little bit better. Jock could have been a little bit more present. And even he himself said, he wished he could have been there a little bit more, and I felt like that was a real conversation. I felt that was a real moment. Some of y'all may not feel it, but I felt that was a real moment. I liked it for once. So, Miss Young Baby Tate, she ain't gonna take my advice. I said, girl, all right, you said you need to get a little something on the side too. Music can't be everything. So she said, listen, I'm finna go on this new date. I said, you done got you another nigga already trying to get over that man. Like, come on, let it go. Let it breathe, okay? Like, just heal yourself from foolishly falling for somebody that was a whore, okay? Like, come on, and then she go up into this little go-kart place or whatever, and I see this girl, her name is Yada. I was like, is she a new cast member or something? Like, who is this? She let us know that that's her, her hairstylist. They never really hung out, but, she was like, every time I used to see you, whatever, like, you'll be leaving, and I be just coming, you be leaving, and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, so with a, nigga, I don't know why I thought it was supposed to be a guy, but, because it's Love and Hip Hop, that's I automatically assume on Atlanta. But apparently they was on a date together. I said, oh, so you. She was like, girl, yes, I'm bisexual. I was like, okay, see, girl, now I'm really finna be rooting for you, okay? So I gotta root for my people, okay? My double people. Listen, I was like, all right, let me see how this gonna go. They basically said that Yada was just broken up from her girlfriend. I said, so how long has it been? Because when lesbians break up, are we really broken up? Because sometimes that ex still be back there in the background, you know what I'm saying? And we'll move on to somebody else, but that ex, that one particular ex is still back. That one, maybe two, maybe three ex will still be in the background. I'm just saying. Okay, so Young Baby Tay, I want you to pace yourself with this one. You kind of fresh in the game or whatever. She said She knew that she liked girls ever since she was 4 years old. She recently, later on in life started liking guys or whatever. So she's bisexual, you know what I'm saying? And, she liked Lil Yada. Yada liked Lil Her. And I was like, Yada, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, this is cute. She was like, this is like the first time she ever been out on a date with somebody, a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because, societal things. And now she's feeling more comfortable because back in the day she was a little bit scared. Her first kiss was actually with a girl. Okay, y'all see how hype I'm a little excited about this because this is something that I like. But anyway, this is what got me. She was like, oh my God, because listen, I'm about to tell you too much information, but I recently just ate pussy for the first time. And I think I liked it or whatever. I said, girl, she is in that confessional. She said, she repeated it too. She said, girl, I recently gave head for the first time. Okay. I recently ate the box, as Rock say, face in the place. Okay. She recently did all that. She was like, I mean, it was cute. It was cute. I liked it. I think I can improve or whatever. Because, it's like my first time or whatever. I said, oh, so you a newbie. All right, Miss Thang. Okay. It's always room for improvement. Okay. Practice make perfect. Practice make perfect. Okay. And so they, Yada was like, you cute or whatever. I want to take you out on a date. I said, oh, that was nice. That was really nice. Meanwhile, we get Erica and got darn Bambi. Okay. The two finna be divorcees. Okay. So, Bambi come over to check on Erica because this is around the time where Safari and Erica house had got broken into. And at this point, Safari has yet to come back home. Safari has yet to come back home. And at this point, I don't care. Erica be doing the most, and I'm pretty sure that she be trifling as hell sometimes, most of the times, all the time. Her and Safari was a trifling match made in hell. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was, okay? Because they be bashing each other. They met each other's match, okay? She can't put up with his stuff. He can't put up with her foolishness. And, they just bumping heads. And it's like, just because I like you don't mean that we supposed to be together. And that's how I feel about Erica and Safari. They never should have got this far, okay? Because they never got to know each other truly. You met on the show, and then literally the year later, you're about to get married. I just didn't know. It wasn't enough time with that. It was not enough time. You should have got engaged first and then got married probably a couple of years later to see if it was last with y'all asses, okay? She was like, they came up into the house, they ransacked the place or whatever. They even took the bracelet that Safari got her for their wedding. On their wedding day, they had her father's signature, on it. They took all of that stuff, and Safari's still down there up in Miami. He ain't doing no performances or whatever. He up in the booth. He already got his ring off. He gyrating on the girls and stuff like that. And they showed the proof, okay? I said, girl, all right. What's the point? Why are you still there then? She was like, you know what? See, this is about to bring out the crazy Erica where it used to be. Erica, that's the bitch about to come back out, okay? The one that just gets so pissed off that I started destroying people's property. Wish she did, okay? Wish she did. She was like, he about to bring the crazy back out of me, okay? And so at this point, I think it's time to file for divorce. And Bambi was like, okay, and I love the fact that we finally got somebody on TV that said, freak that stand for the kids. No, I'm divorcing for my kids. I said, thank you. Thank you. If it's not working and you trying to stay because of the kids, girl, them kids gonna pick up on the vibes and be messed up still. Okay, they gonna know. Why would you want to put your kids through that? The kids looking and knowing that they pick up on these emotions and stuff like that. They can tell that mommy and daddy don't like each other like that, and they just here for us. They can tell that stuff. Girl, a mess. But, we'll see if they really get divorced, okay? We'll see if they really get divorced because we ain't heard nothing else since. But, hey, it is what it is. So it is time for the crew to go to Dubai. You got Sierra and her boo Eric. You got Rashida and Kurt and Carly and her daughter Jasmine. Okay. Where's Lamar? What was the point of bringing Lamar on this show? For what, Carly? That's how we know this shit fake. But okay. Anyway, moving on from that. Sierra, who the girl? Bambi and Scrappy and Erica and of course Safari, they didn't show up because they going through their thing, and also because Bambi and Erica are pregnant, and they're like due any minute, so that's why they didn't travel to Dubai. Okay, they get on this long flight, they having a good time. Sierra, and she already a little bit lit, here comes Carly talking about some, I hope like, Jasmine can learn from like the couples or whatever, what a good relationship or a good family like look like. I said, girl, you should be teaching your kids that, but okay. Moving on from that, I said she like almost 30 at this point. So I mean, all right, trying to be a mother now. But moving on from that, they finally get to Dubai. They go to the Palazzo Versace Hotel. Versace. Okay, and so they up in there. Rashida is just talking about the fact that she don't feel well. She was talking about that when she was on the bus. She was talking about it when she got to the hotel. Talking about it in the water. Girl, they went to the Spice place or whatever, and she was out there having a conversation with Yandy, talking about something. Her cycle has been coming, but it's been like very spotty. Like it's not full blown, it's spotty. And she was like, girl, I don't know what it is. Okay, her and Kirk was talking about having some more kids, but it's like at this particular time, do we want that, during this time that's going on? I said, quit playing. You're not pregnant, okay? Candy like, we need to go ahead and get you a test because I want you to turn up with us or whatever. I said, okay. So this the storyline we gonna go with? All right. So Jack was up in his club, okay, well his old club, because now since there was this shooting, this situation that happened and somebody almost like lost their life there, two people got shot, they got to close the club down. And he was like, this is a failure on his part. And he brought his son there, or he had his son to come up there and to see it, and he even said it's like it felt a little weird to come back. But at the same time, Jack is trying to get into this boy's head that it to understand how he feels as a father, that you chose to stay with the person and be cool with the person that basically started the situation and was shooting and fighting a security guard at his club that caused your father to lose his club. And he was like, what if your mama was with some dude that caused her to lose her house? You would still be cool with the dude or whatever? And he was like, nah, you know that ain't the same thing. It is practically the same thing if you ask me, okay? Because that's the analogy that he trying to get to. He basically like, you just choosing the bad shit over the family, okay? And it's like trying to get into these kids' head, pick your association wisely and more better. It's like, you see what I did in my past, do better than that. I don't want you to go down that road. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, so that you won't have to go down that road. That's where I feel like Jock is coming from. And you know how kids are, especially young adults, very, very young adults. They feel like they know it all. They, it is what it is with them, and you can't tell them nothing. And he was like, I'm trying to move on. And you still talking about it or whatever. Jock got pissed off and took the chair and hit it against the glass. I thought it was plexiglass at first, but then a little bit of it shattered. Now I was like, oh shit, I ain't never seen Jock this mad, okay? But then he went smooth clear off trying to tell him what it was. And the height of the situation, he was like, his anxiety was rising, his anger was rising, and he snapped. He lunged at his son. Girl, all you heard was, you gonna hit me? You gonna try to hit me, your own damn son? I said no, because then the screen went black. Y'all remember back in the day when Love and Hip Hop used to show the fights, okay? Remember when Love and Hip Hop New York came on and Chrissy went after Kim Bella and dragged the mess out of her and hit, girl, we saw all up under, girl, we saw everything, okay? Now they black stuff out. Girl, I don't know. I guess that was VH1, because I feel like that happened, after that whole fight that happened on Basketball Wives between Jackie and Brooke Bailey. Am I right or am I wrong? Put it down in the comments if y'all remember. But anyway, yeah, so at that point, I was just like, wow, he just in a little shock, like, damn, he let himself get that pissed off that he hit his own son, or he lunged after his own son. And I don't know where that relationship gonna go, because if you was trying to repair it and trying to get him to see the light or whatever, you probably just pushed him further away now that you didn't became physical with him, And then he broke the glass, bamming. I said, oh, Jock, I understand. See, this is the stressful part of being a parent, and this would be making me hesitant, because I'd be that helicopter parent. And if you get out of line, I'm gonna let you have your little freedom, but you gonna have to act right. Okay, don't embarrass me out here in these streets. But anyway, that was Love and Hip Hop. You know, it was a cute little episode. It really wasn't that bad. It was a cute little episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.